Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about the speculation surrounding the Dark Knight Trilogy getting released on 4K UHD. The Blu-ray format that is basically an upgraded version of what we've seen in the past 10 years. So instead of being 1080p, you've basically got it in higher resolution, but you've also got this other element called HDR, which is high dynamic range, which gives you a really good kind of colour spectrum that you're not used to seeing on normal TVs. When it looks good, it looks really nice. So to see the Dark Knight Trilogy on this format would be great. Now these are usually what these look like if you're unaware of the format. It's this 4K UHD. Looks like a Blu-ray disc, the box and everything like that, but it's got that black stripe at the top. Now, as I say, Christopher Nolan is a very good filmmaker in a lot of ways, but visually as well, he kind of excels in that. Obviously, films things in IMAX generally. So we will see how this translates when it comes out. But when is it coming out? That's the question. Because at the moment, the best version that we've got is this Blu-ray. This was the first thing I ever reviewed at Brand X Reviews, funnily enough, and had loads of nice little things on it. But that's just the best version to get at the moment. Christopher Nolan, the director, has been talking about getting these films remastered. In fact, we know that process is already underway. Back in July, when Dunkirk came out, a few news outlets online like IGN and Den of Geek and a load of others reported on Christopher Nolan remastering the Dark Knight Trilogy for 4K. I say this was reported on, it's confirmed. Like I said, Christopher Nolan himself had a few things to say about this, so this isn't speculation at this point, this is kind of informed reporting. Now, this was back in July, like I say, so he said that the finished films of the 35mm print have at least 6K of resolution. I like to have films with an upwards of 18K. As home video keeps evolving, 4K, particularly 4K with HDR, it allows us to give somebody in the home an experience that is much, much closer to what it was like to see the original film print as projected on film. Now, so that's Christopher Nolan saying that, so again, this isn't speculation. Now, Digital Bits, which is a very good website, on September the 8th, so that's fairly recently, this is more recent than that, reported on this as well. Basically saying that we're getting a release announced pretty soon. Dunkirk is soon to be announced on release by Warner Brothers Home Entertainment, and they've confirmed at Digital Bits that many of his other films, including The Prestige and the Dark Knight Trilogy as well, and Inception, are soon to be announced for 4K release as well. And also Interstellar will be coming, that's from Paramount, so it depends what studio it is really, but like I say, the Warner Brothers ones in particular that covers the Dark Knight Trilogy are soon to be announced. Now the fact that Digital Bits are reporting on this makes me hopeful. I mean, you can read anything off the internet anywhere and say that it's gospel when it's actually not, but the Digital Bits website is very good and very reliable, I've found, so, and I've sourced them in the past on other videos as well. So hopefully this is something that we're going to be seeing getting released very soon. I mean, they haven't actually announced it yet, it's the announcement that we're waiting on, but then once that happens, it's just a matter of time. Now, like I say, given that and also combined with the report from July, as I say, about the films getting remastered in 4K and Christopher Nolan himself confirming that he's doing this, it's going to happen and it's going to happen soon. So that's hopefully what I can kind of say here with some certainty. Now I'm going to do a follow-up video to this because I've got another reporter at Brand X Reviews that you'll have seen a few videos down the line on this channel. I think it was a few days ago. We were talking about the death of physical media with a co-reviewer of mine called John Bailey. I'm going to get him back to talk about the Dark Knight Trilogy, just in case there's any more information that I've missed here. But what do you think? Is there any more information that maybe you've got on this that I haven't spoken about here? Let me know, like I say, because I'm going to do a part 2 to this video with John as a guest. So if you've got any information, let us know and we'll discuss that as well for next time. So I'll pretty much leave it there. I don't really have much else to say other than any kind of speculation based on that information I've presented. But yeah, we'll see what happens, and this is a conversation to be picked up again very shortly on this channel, so check back. Now, finally, totally unrelated now, I just wanted to give a shout out to a couple of my friends. I know at least one of my friends watches the videos on this channel, quite a big follower. That's Paul Cage and his wife now, Lucy, got married. I just wanted to say a very quick congratulations to them because, like I say, they watch these videos, so really good happy times with those two, and got married yesterday, Saturday the 23rd September. Here's me with Lucy, and also this guy here with glasses. This is Paul. So I thought they might enjoy seeing themselves on the end of this video, just randomly thrown out there. To all those that are watching this video about the Dark Knight trilogy, apologies that this has now descended into something completely unrelated, but that's what you get on this channel. So, right, I'll leave it there. Check back, there will be a follow-up on this subject. The Dark Knight trilogy, that is, not the Lucy and Paul's wedding. I don't need to keep speaking about that. But yeah, for now, I'll just leave it there and say thank you very much for watching.